Hello and welcome to the Gman Division 2B recap of Match Day 1. With me in the chat is Lord Wu,
Hey guys, how you doing?
and we've already got like a good 6 viewers, which maybe we should be late more often. um, yes, I need some flashy elevator music for the moments before. I have had some problems with Crystal Hunter says, by the way. Uh, I've had some problems with like sorting up and High Soundland, sorting out the kind of different sound inputs and stuff. I've been trying to sort out like a press a button for noises type thing, and it's made everything really complicated and hard to work. So I've just given up and I'm not doing anything with it at all. So before I start the stream, I turn all the sound things off because uh, you know I can't work out how to divide out Discord uh, from the game sound and all the rest, and we obviously have to chat before we start the stream. Anyway, hello. But yeah, maybe there's like maybe I could put music on in the beginning. It would make it easier to find when the stream starts because the bit where the red line stops and the audio stops being muted would be uh, you know where the actual talking happens. And I guess I should start by saying it's Saturday, so a few games of Match Day 2 have been played. We're going to try and work around those and not talk about them. Um, so I'm kind of, I'm sorry if I accidentally click on like, show the replay, show the replays of the previous games and stuff. I'll try not to, and we've talked about a way of avoiding showing which game's been played to some extent. All right. So with no greater ado, or whatever the phrase is, should we start at the top with Match Day 1 with Orc Chili? How do I say this?
Actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
The fun one. And then Jenny's Sugar Daddies.
Yeah. Um,
2-2.
2-2, which is a pretty good result for Ed the Duck. I think it was streamed, wasn't it? I don't know if anybody uh, actually saw it. I saw. Why do I know it was streamed? I think I saw a bit of. Actually, I think Ginny actually, Lady Killjoy actually. I saw a clip from it. So something crazy happened at some point that was worth making a Twitch clip from and posting into other streamers' discords. I can't remember what it was. It was a few days ago now. But yeah, I think Lady Killjoy feels a little bit aggrieved at the equalising score, if I remember. Turn 16 and a lot of dice were rolled. I think. Um,
I'll
but
see if I can find it while we're talking.
yeah, I was playing. Okay, so I'm I remember seeing it. I think it was in Jimmy Fan. No, was it maybe in Andy Davo's Discord? Anyway, so in someone's Discord, there's definitely a link somewhere. Uh, there we are. I've got the thing in front of me. Oh, so Lady Killjoy is actually 1440 TV against Ed the Duck's 1720. I don't know if they've played another game since then. I'm going to try and avoid showing that, obviously.
um, I'm on the Rebbl.net and it was like 1720 to 1580. So
Um,
Jenny got a
two,
little inducements.
two loners. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Um, wow. 12 blocks by Lady Killjoy in a 2-all game. That's not very many blocks at all. And that's the kind of number of blocks you'd expect in a game where one team get absolutely ruined. And still managed to get 2 armor breaks and 2 KOs from just 12 blocks. 4 passes and a surf, and 50% ball controlled by Lady Killjoy.
Yeah, 120 yards or meters running, 34 meters passing. So yeah, pretty doing, yeah, doing elf things. So, and then let's see,
With
the orcs with like 31 blocks, or yeah, 31 blocks, 21 armor breaks, doing orc things.
Yeah.
So
Ginny actually scoring 2 touchdowns, but only spending 6% of the ball possession in their opponent's half suggests. Does Lady Killjoy have a 1-turner, or did she manage a 1-turner, or did he manage a 1-turner? I wonder. To make it 2-all.
they don't have a 1-turner.
Not naturally, but maybe you can push a movement 7 player, or was it?
That's true.
Just 2.
The blitzer got both touchdowns. Bad guy Matthew, and leveled because of it.
Ah, okay. Oh, and the runner got MNG'd, so you can see that. So there was no runner for the previous game. But yeah, and the blitzer got guard, which is which is a good choice because you've already got 1 mighty blow, so there's not you want guard over a second mighty blow.
Yeah, and he already has Blodge, so he's a little bit more difficult to set down. So
yeah, and you get sidestep next, and he's really irritating and a good player. Kind of surprising though that Ed managed to score 2 as well. Guess they've got a movement 7 as well.
Oh yeah, that blitzer, but yep. He didn't even score though. It was the the strength 5 blitzer.
who
He
walked
scored.
Yeah, who walked away from the game with 12 SPP. That's quite impressive. And they've both played subsequent games, but yeah. Knife and Orc. Oh, he got the MVP, and he scored. That's 8, and then 2 Kaz as well. Not bad.
And the thrower got strength up thrower, got a completion and a touchdown also. So
yeah,
pretty. Orcs throwing the ball. That's exactly what we need.
Only 1 actual pass though, right?
One actual pass. So
yeah, whereas
or 6 meters.
Yeah, whereas the elves were through 4, I assume, for a level up. Yeah, they got 2 level ups. So not only did the blitzer level up who scored, but
both blitzers.
Both blitzers leveled up. Yeah. So one of the mighty blow tackle one also got dodge, as well as the blodge one getting guard. And the witch elf also that must have been a Kaz for the witch elf as well, or 2 of the passes.
2 completions.
2 completions. There you go. Cool. Should we go on to the next one? Is that covered?
All right.
Are we happy with that?
Shock and Gore.
Gruff.
Yep, Gruff versus Aldar.
1-1. Is this the division of draws? Is this what I think I remember noticing that there were a lot of draws in the first week. Only So I think maybe not. Maybe I was thinking about a different division, but yeah, 4 draws I guess is quite a lot.
And not a lot of 10 and 12 armor breaks. So it's not too bad. But you'd think with all that claw mighty blow, a couple pile on might do a little bit more damage for smart models.
Yeah. That's the thing about it. People talk a lot about claw mighty blow, and piling on, but when it's actually happening, you don't win that many games through removals. You've got to win games, you still need to be a good coach. You can't just rely on the claw mighty blow firing, right? Sometimes it doesn't work at all. Yeah, and against a regen team as well. In fact, Gruff says Aldar struggled to injure players, just got KOs that came back. You had quite a bit of inducement cash as well. What did you spend that on? Gruff. Ooh, the Aldar did get quite a few SPP though.
Yeah, he did. So, decent handful of SCP. Touchdown for that Bull Centaur. Naturally. 2 KIs with the Tyra.
Tolskoy, yeah.
Yeah, Tyra. So,
And,
nice spread of SPP around, though. So,
yeah, no one leveled. Oh, a pass from the vampire. And Gruff says that he got Setek and a wizard. Sexy Setek.
actually pretty good. Good choices.
Yeah, well, plus strength, extra blitzer is always nice. Especially with a team that's kind of a bit short of that kind of thing. And he had to do a bull pickup in turn 7 and a bull handoff on turn 8 for the score. With re-rolls, because that does make a difference, obviously, but maybe. And he did an accidental GFI on turn 8. But yeah, draws. I don't know. Yeah, I guess both teams. Well, I guess Aldar's probably would have expected to win this, right?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting it, but I was thinking that he would get a lot more removals than he did. But that might just be my bad luck when I play Chorfs. So
it's also there's the confirmation bias thing of like people remember the games where their entire team is wiped out, and you don't remember the times where the claw mighty blow that you're facing doesn't work. So you often it builds up in your head that it's a thing, but actually if you play a lot of claw mighty blow, you rapidly learn that you don't win all games automatically. It's not a free win every time, unfortunately. Sorry. Okay. So the accidental GFI actually saved him the score. Oh, because he rolled a 2 on the GFI when he which would have been the handoff otherwise. Is that what you're saying, Gruff? Interesting. But yeah, and against undead as well. They've got regen, so maybe you've got even less chance of. Yeah, I thought so. You've got even less chance of the of the removals helping, because regen. They're all going to regen away maybe. Okay, should we carry on? Knights Husseini against the Rat Rebbl. So that's Sandland. Against Crystal Hunter. And Crystal Hunter won this, didn't he? Yeah. Which I think I might have said I preferred Sandland's team. Did we know the fixtures when we did the precap? I can't remember. We did talk about the fixtures, didn't we? Is that the sound? Hello, Lord Wu, are you there? No.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
I had Sadland because Bretonians.
Yeah.
Since I played Bretonians, but I guess the rats were a little bit too much. The inducements, they had 200k in inducements.
Yeah.
Against the Bretonians, so.
Sandland said he should have won, but made some dumb mistakes. And Crystal Hunter said he totally stole the win. But you know, rats stealing wins is basically what rats do, right?
Yeah.
So I think I tipped Crystal because I thought he was a more experienced coach rather than because of the team. So I think the Brett team's a nice Brett team, but Crystal's a good player. You know, not to say Sandland's not, but Crystal's played a lot,
Yeah.
possibly even more than me. Which shows that it's not experience does not necessarily make you good, but I think it's made him good.
And then let's see. Looking at the SPP, the Lancelot completion and casualty, that Rel Blitzer, 2 completions, a touchdown, and MVP. That's 10 SPP for him. That Pylon Mighty Blow blocker, 3 casualties. He did work.
Wow. Oh yeah. So
It's
yeah.
actually kind of a nice piece. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people complain about the wrestle with strength access, but you're still
It's not that bad.
you're still rolling powers and defender stubble sometimes. So he's still a killer, and it's interesting he's taking a double for jump up.
That's fun.
Yeah.
usually they say take dodge, but since he is a pylon mighty blow,
Yeah.
jump up is the right choice.
And wrestle means he's wrestling to the floor and piling onto the floor. So jump up, to get him off the floor a bit more. And
That's a good choice.
You don't need dodge when you're lying down. You're not going to get punched away. But by the sounds of it, that's a lot of removals for all those that number of Kaz SPP.
Yep, and looking at the rats, there's not too much damage at all.
I mean, they were already kind of damaged a bit anyway, weren't they? Whoops.
That's true. Mainly on the on his main pieces. A couple badly hurts and fractured leg and a broken ribs.
Yeah. But leveled up the big hand gutter runner and got block. The big hand, AV6 gutter runner.
Yep.
And Sandland says jump up, it's fun, which is the kind of the main point of playing this game, right? Allegedly. And the fresh gutter got 5 SPP in that game, so we got the MVP, I assume. Yeah. So if only Bernie Buffoon had made a throw before in the game, he could have. I guess if you're losing players and you're not you're not in control of the ball that enough to make vanity passes.
Yeah, looked like a good game.
Yeah.
In general, so yeah.
Well, the Knights managed to make 3 vanity passes though. I noticed.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that's how they got the frenzy on. Oh no! Wait a second. Lancelot
The one that leveled was Rel.
was Rel. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's difficult to. Yeah, got it. We got sidestep. Keep all the blodge steppers going.
All right. Should we go on to your game?
I was just reading. Crystal said I've got to keep things going with the AV6 gutters for now. Oh, until the cash runs. Oh, yeah. So keep the AV6 gutter because you can't really replace players yet. Yeah. Although big hand, if you can keep him out of trouble, you just try and score so much that he's not getting hit, right? My game. What happened in my game again? I've forgotten. Feels like a long time ago. Oh, it was the goblins. Oh yeah, that was so stressful.
Oh.
Yeah. It was. I mean, Kiander said afterwards, or possibly during, that I was in control a lot. It did not feel like I was in control. It felt like it felt really risky all the time, and I was sweating and pretty much throughout the game, stressing over the possibility of players dying, and it was a hard fought match from my perspective, even if his feelings about it weren't exactly the same, as it were. Um, but yeah, I did win that 2-1, which, considering I'm 1830 Kislev against 1150 goblins. And oh yeah, and I was really, and in fact, so turn up at around turn 15 or 16, I said, well, no one's been permanently injured, so I'm pretty happy with how this game has gone.
Oh gosh. You said it.
Yeah. And so he fouled my guard, movement 5 lineman into death. I can't. Did I use? I think I used the Apo and it got something. I think I still had the Apo and I used it, but it got something worth, so I kept the death. So he removed a wrestle guarder from my team, which it's kind of like I'm not like my team isn't like it's he wasn't really helping that much. He was slow, and I have a lot of movement busts. Would have been nice not to lose him. Oh yeah, and also Kermit is MNG, so there'll be another game where he doesn't get removed by bounty.
I was about to say, I'm guessing they were gunning for him a little bit.
Was it last stream where we were talking about bountying players? And
Yeah.
yeah,
They were saying Kermit looks nice.
yeah. So I can't remember if it was Gruff got Kermit and the other one got Anura. I can't remember which way around it was, or Gendali. Yeah. So Gruff got Kermit and Aldar got Gendali Yenyev, if I remember rightly. The strength up.
Yep.
So they've both been bountied. I've not finished bountying. I keep doing like 1 or 2 and then stopping. So I've still got a few more bounties to add on before I finish. I want there to be a bounty for every team. Anyway, but yeah, and and also lineman MNG for next game, which is going to be problematic. So I'm going to have 2. Well, I'm going to have 2 loners. So someone to throw at the front line. Can't remember who I'm actually playing next.
That won't be bad at all. So they can take all the hits.
Yeah, exactly. Got quite a lot of SPP, if I remember rightly. Wait, where are we?
Yeah, you got a decent amount. 4, 6, 7. Well, the 5 doesn't count because it's on the dead guy. So
yeah, well, that was right. Yeah, I think it's 19, if I remember rightly. 6. Yeah. It's 19 without the MVP that went to the dead guy, because MVPs always go to the dead guy. Oh, and also Kian Dare lost 5 by Morg. Oh yeah, he induced Morgan Thorg and used him as a ball carrier throughout, and it was very entertaining. I've heard the idea of Morg being used as a ball carrier before, and it was indeed extraordinarily frustrating trying to get a ball off a block strength 6 ogre. As you probably imagine, even with wrestle, tackle, mighty blow and stuff, wrestle, strip ball and tackle, it was hard.
Yeah, uphill blocks.
Yeah,
all the time, and it's hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I think actually that made it quite hard. Although maybe not carrying on him and being able to use him for more blocking might have been an all right plan at the beginning as well. But I don't know. I think that there was a certain point where I realised that I could kind of tie him up more than and I didn't need to worry about him scoring. I could just hope that he didn't kill people, which wasn't too bad. I mean, like 1 death against goblins, I'm happy. In as much as most goblin teams are happy when they do a lot of damage. And I didn't remove anything. I didn't do too much damage to Key and Dare either. So his team was looking okay after my game. Well, except for whatever it had before. Actually, I saw him stream his next game after this, which we're not going to talk about. And he was talking about how much the AV8 troll got stunned, and the difference that AV8 has between AV9. It was interesting hearing him talk about it on his stream.
That's got to be annoying for a troll, though. But yeah, I'll use him until he dies, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, but he's got block, so
Yeah, that's true.
It's the difference between 9 and 8 has less of an effect than the difference between block and no block, right?
Yep, definitely.
Gruff said he's not doing any. Thurnlau was the one who bountied Kermit, not Gruff. Gruff's not doing any bounties this season because, I personally Gruff bountied, put 2 bounties on every team last season, and I personally collected 4 of them, and in total 11 were collected. So I think he's paid enough money into the coffers of Rebbl through bounties.
Yep. Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of pints of beer for Herring Sword and Metal. Yeah. He also says no need to bounty any of my players, but don't worry, just the one of those ghouls is getting bountied. I promise you.
Wait, I thought it was the vamp.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember if I've already done it. I think I have. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
maybe I should choose the less likely of the one to be a target, so that people kind of have more of a reason to kill both of them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Okay, and next we have Hell's Doofuses, who's my next week in my coming game against Centro Montaditos. Are you any better at Spanish than I am? Or is that
Centro Montatillo, whatever.
that still sounds better than
No.
I think my accent was. So yeah.
All right.
Another
1-1.
Yeah, another draw.
Hell's Doofuses had 200k inducements. Yeah, 200.
It doesn't.
Or 20,000. 20,000, my bad. Not 200,000, 20,000.
Yeah. I think that's what you meant. Oh wait, 20 as in so not enough for anything, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Sorry, I'm yeah, cool.
60 blocks.
Wow. I mean, 47 for Yorick is not a small number of blocks either.
Those are 107 blocks. 107 punches we're throwing at each other.
Yeah.
That's that's some hatred right there.
Well, that's
for a draw.
Yeah. I mean that is a lot of players stepping into each other as well, isn't it? That's know, that suggests to me that maybe York did a lot of basing up of the other team for there to be that many difference. And
Anything
lost the player.
Bad.
Lost his wrestle tackle beastman.
Apothecary's brother. I guess he didn't want him to live. Little Cain and Abel there.
And the Liz has got 2 level ups. The Crocs leveled up, as well as the Blodge Step Skink. Yeah, the Crocs and Skink.
That Skink is becoming a menace. Not as much as Agi for Skink, but
tackle, diving tackle, Blodge Step. Yeah, that's a nice
little
marker.
Man.
And the Crocs are also being annoying by getting stand firm.
Oh, he's missing his shadowing on that Skink, and it's completely.
I mean, shadowing's a double, right? So You know.
Yeah. So if he gets that, that'd be amazing.
I'm trying to think what else I'd get instead first, but I guess What other annoying marking type things are there? I guess no shadowing is it, isn't it?
I'm a firm believer in shadowing, so
You're one of the not for non-meme, not meme related, or just because it's funny.
I think it's fun to have. I have it on one of my blitzers for Bretonian, so it worked last game a couple of times. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess movement 8 is a good place to have shadowing, even better than movement 7, right? So
yeah,
uh,
so
it's funny enough.
nothing's gonna happen.
It's one of those skills I don't really think about at all. I just it's totally outside of I don't think I've ever chosen shadowing out of seriousness. I think I've got like one Norse shadowing player on one team once. Maybe that's it. Yeah, and that's like so 2 level ups, but they're basically the 2 players who got SPP in that game for the Lizards. The Crocs getting MVP and 1 Kaz, and the Skink being the scorer. Ooh, and the Chaos Warrior who got MVP 1 SPP away from leveling.
Which you should get that next game.
What'd you get? Stand firm or guard? I hope he doesn't get that next game because that suggests he's going to get against my team.
Oh yeah. Well.
And I'm going to get a fair amount of. Well, we'll talk about the coming week's games, I guess, afterwards.
Yeah. Overall, a lot of punches, not a lot of casualties.
Yeah. Considering how many punches there are, and considering one team has got Stunty and the other team's got Claw, Mighty Blow, really not very many removals at all. Oh, Crystal Hunter says, I tend to use shadowing with Blodgestep on gutters and Prehensile Tail on a double as well. I mean, gutter.
Yep, that's annoying.
Yeah, movement 9. But the trouble with shadowing is, how many times are you just getting a player punched anyway? But I guess if it's a player who's a marker who's going to punch things anyway, I guess you're not making it worse by having shadowing, probably.
I've literally won games with shadowing. I had a player follow one all the way to the other side of the field before he finally rolled until he finally snaked it, and so which saved me the game. So it happens.
I guess also does shadowing work with with diving tackle? I guess once you've got diving tackle,
your choice.
You kind of have to decide whether you're going to diving tackle or not.
Depends how crucial it is.
Yeah. So. Or whether you want the player to just wander around, or where you're being dragged to. Because there's also that thing of I quite like getting shadowing players to move into where there's extra blocks. So dodge away, but dodge into a square where they're going to get hit if they follow. So you kind of you get more hits that way. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can just lie down with the diving tackle instead. So should we carry on? And we're going through this pretty quickly. The Imperishable 4 against the Fly Lord Servants. Khemri against Nurgle. Now
another draw.
Another draw, yeah. I mean that for Nurgle, a 1-1 draw is not exactly the craziest of things, is it?
No.
And Khemri too. It's not that hard to keep them. To try and hold them back. Although the Agi, they've both, the Khemri team has the 2 Agi ups, don't they? So, in fact,
on the throw Ross.
Yeah. In fact, he made 2 passes.
Oh yeah, that's. He made a pass to the blitz raw. Anubis.
Yep. A catch. Yep, indeed. In fact, Anubis also made a pass.
Yep.
So, Feltool, the Whisperer, passed to Anubis, and Anubis passed back, or one way around or the other, which is interesting, or both at once.
Yeah.
One more pass from Anubis to get a level up as well.
And the Tomb Guardian too. Ramses the third. He needs a pass.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe a mighty blow hit. Did he actually? In fact, the Whisperer and Anubis are the only two who got SPP in that game for the Khemri. So
Yeah.
only 10 SPP. We were talking before about how I got 19, even though my MVP didn't land on a player. Oh, that's the wrong game. Oh, but yeah, Blitzra gets 5 plus the pass, so he gets 6, which puts him 1 away from the. And the thrower got 4.
Overall, not there's 59 blocks in total between the two.
Yeah, not a great deal considering you'd think they were two bashy teams. I imagine they were both scared of getting too into each other, maybe, pushing each other
Yeah.
away quite a lot, not basing up. I guess Khemri normally have that massive strength advantage that they don't really have against the Nurgle.
And then the lack of claw for the Nurgle, the 1 claw piece. Oh yeah, and the Mighty Blow, they only have like 3 Mighty Blow, so that probably played a key into it.
Yeah, and one of those 3 is the beast, who you often don't
Yeah.
really want to be activating too much. So the 1 score was by the movement Agi Pestigore.
Tolo, yeah.
Oh yeah, the one who actually still has movement rather than the one whose movement.
Oh yeah,
busted.
that's right.
And the wrestler gets the MVP and 2 cows for the Mighty Blow Warrior, which suggests to me that the Claw Mighty Blow Warrior was probably not being based as much, very possibly. Or maybe it's just a luck thing. You never can tell.
Or just tied up with a skeleton. That's what I would usually do. Just
Yep.
tie the heavy hitter up with a skeleton and hope for the best.
Yeah, AV7 Thick Skull Regen is the best. All he needs is Fend, the best protection against Mighty Blow Claw. Yeah. In fact, going back to what you're talking about, shadowing diving tackle, Crystal Hunter said it works with diving tackle, but he prefers tail, because that way obviously the player stays on his feet, and every roll is a bit worse.
That's true, but also depends on.
But you need
mutations.
You also need a double for that. So Anyway, and we're going through this a lot faster. Maybe it's because I'm tired from having done a recap straight before this. But anyway,
the first one was introducing all the teams and kind of having fun. So
yeah. Okay, so we've got the Voltrex Vanguard against the Dark Star Second Liners, 1-0. I haven't learned all the teams yet. Oh, so that's Ramset's High Elves winning against. Was it the Dark Elves? Yeah, Bobby Blingtang's Dark Elves.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think we were saying Ramset was going to do fairly decent this season.
Yeah.
His impressive team.
And what we're saying is not because of his skill, just his impressive team.
Yeah, his team. Yeah, it's his team. I mean, increased strength.
Yeah.
Agility.
The straight up one turner.
No.
Same number of blocks as almost the same number of blocks as there were in the Nurgle Khemri game.
Yeah. Not a lot of casualties. No casualties either.
No, none at all. But Rabaset got 3 armor breaks and 3 KOs, which is, interesting. So KO'd everyone that he broke, or maybe fouled, or no surfing. Interesting.
Elves don't foul.
I mean, some elves foul. Let's put it that way. 5 passes, so 3 for Ramset, 2 for the Dark Elves.
As expected.
Yeah, not a great deal of surprise. I mean, Bobby's got some nice dark elves too, right?
Yeah,
Actually,
he's got that impressive witch elf.
and the Blitzer as well.
Oh yeah.
The Blitzer got 5 SPP. Is that from the MVP?
Yep.
Yeah, it must be. In fact, so in terms of SPP, uh, that's a pretty poor game for elves, isn't it? 10,
Yeah.
10 for the high elves and 7 for the basically exactly the same amount of SPP. Just wait, what? It says in the report that dark elves got 2 passes.
Yeah. The
Oh yeah, because they
no
didn't. Yeah,
life
yeah, yeah,
king.
yeah. So they didn't get. No one got any Kazes. They got 3 passes and a touchdown. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's a poor showing in terms of SPP. I've got to say. Yeah, we would. So I would. I keep interrupting myself, but last season my Kislev had 2 consecutive games where they got over 30 SPP, and that's kind of that's what I think you should be aiming for as elves. So yeah, buck your ideas up, you two. Okay, so to avoid showing the games that have been played, if you go through what the matchups in the coming week are, and we can talk about them, and I won't actually show them. I've got an idea about how to do this next week. That's a bit more visual, but for this week. So who's the first matchup in week 2? Do you know?
Trusting the goblins versus Orcally Ridiculous.
Okay, so oh no, yeah. So I've seen this one. I've seen the end of the stream of Key and Dare.
Yeah, this one has been played,
This one
so
has been played. Although the Goblin team still looks pretty good afterwards. So as that is a little clue. But the Orcs though. Oh wait, is that the wrong Orc team I just picked? No, it's not. That's the right one. All that mighty blow, two mighty blow tacklers. One of them with piling on. You got to expect the Goblins to get removed by this team, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
In general, the Orcs are literally the stronger team of all those strength ups.
Yeah.
So and 2 tackle pieces.
I mean,
So
they could be facing 3 trolls, couldn't
that's
they?
true.
I mean, 3 block. No. Ripper hasn't got block, has he? But so 2 block trolls and a strength 6 troll is a pretty good front line for a goblin team to have. You know, put a ball in chain in between them, and you've got 4 players of strength 5 and above. So that's still quite a lot of strength in there. But I'd still expect the orcs to be picking off goblins, right? Although
Yeah, and there's about a lot of inducements for the goblins too, naturally. But
it's not like it. You can use them up pretty quickly, can't you? Like I'm not. You can't afford Ripper, 3 bribes, and a wizard with that, can you? That's not enough for. And I'd want Ripper. Oh, who's at
yeah,
home? Is Justin Gob at home, by the way?
how do you actually tell that?
So in the order on the thing, the team at the front is at home. Or the team on the left hand side is the home
Yeah,
team.
they're at home.
Okay, so they get star players for 50k less.
Yep.
So that could be Ripper and, what's the name of the goblin? The chainsaw goblin. Anyway, yeah, Blodge
Yeah.
chainsaw and Ripper is and some bribes would be my choice.
They could also get that. Isn't there a fanatic too? That
There is, but I'm not. I don't think a fanatic is really worth as much. It's a Blodge chainsaw can do a lot of work,
that's
especially
true.
against orcs with a lot of AV9, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Good point.
I mean, what's a ball and chain could be kind of useful. All right, Thurn Lout, we've already gone through your last game. Oh, okay. Well, so Gruff says Key and Dare seems to be taking Ripper and Fungus, and Fungus is the ball and chain that you mentioned in both matches. I'm not sure against the Orcs, but he's already played. I can't even remember what he picked. Maybe it was the ball and chain. It's a lot of strength.
Yeah, it's to deal with the strength ups,
Hmm.
but he's not going to put him on the line, of course. But
I'm going for Orcally Ridiculous to win this one just because of killing players.
all right, the next matchup
Yeah,
is Cento Montaditos.
nice.
I think I got that.
Yeah,
I
sounds
think
good.
I got that one.
Yeah, that
And then the Rat Rebbl. So versus.
That's interesting. So the Gutters with their ball sacking potential against a team that that has a low strength ball carrying. Although, strip ball. If you got the Lizards also have a sure hands player, so strip ball's not going to work. How much? This game hasn't happened yet, right?
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay. So the strip ball wrestle gutter isn't even into this game. There's a lot of inducement cash to go between these teams as well. 600.
Yeah, the Rats have exactly enough players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 610.
What would I go for? I mean, obviously the Wizard. Oh yeah, Crystal Hunter. Going back to the Goblin game, Crystal Hunter suggests the Bomber against Orcs because they're unlikely to catch or intercept the ball, the bomb. Although, I don't think bombs are very good. I think again, I'm gonna say that again. I actually no, I don't have any. I don't know how good Sampitiku is, or however you say his name. So I can't really say how good a coach he is. But I'd expect the Lizard team to beat this Skaven team. Like I'd expect there to be removals, and I don't think this because the Lizard team have almost as fast players in their skinks, right?
Yep. Technically faster, movement 8. Well, he has one gutter runner. Chris Hunter has one, or two gutter runners. Three gutter runners in this match. One's a movement 10. But he should be able to keep up with them.
And he's a wrestler as well, so that's
Yeah.
Crystal says he'd be happy with the draw. Yeah, I mean basically, even with the Claw Mighty Blow, it's going to be hard to have a stand-up fight against all the strength of the Lizards. There's no guard. Oh, actually, so I wonder is what's his name? Is Glart going to be appearing in this team? Get another Claw in, strength 4, Juggernaut to push people away if you want to. Funky.
Actually wouldn't be too bad. A couple sources.
I mean, or even just stunning them makes it a lot harder for the Lizard team. Crystal Hunter says he's still planning what to do with the insane amount of inducements, which he may have already planned it, but is not going to tell us. Or in fact, Sampitu. But both got equally fast, basically one square away from one turners. I guess the Lizards can stop any one turning with sidestep and stand firm. And as the Skaven don't have a natural one turner or anything to stop a push. But yeah, I think the Lizards should win this.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way too.
Oh yeah, Crystal says Skitter is an option. That's an interesting choice. Get a stab in on one of Blodger or the Sure Hands player. But it's still it's a the usual ratty. Let's hope to roll some dice and
Hope
hope.
for the best.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything being equal, I think the lizards should win. But with rats, you never can tell. Okay, what's the next one?
We got the Fly Lord Servants versus Smart Models.
Okay.
So Nurgle versus Chaos Dwarves.
Ooh, so the claw matchup that everyone is hoping results in everyone dying.
That don't. It hasn't been played yet.
No. Okay.
So, and Smart Models get a little bit of cash.
Not very much though, right? 70?
Yeah, 70K. Yeah, 70. So if they willing to spend their cash, they could get a bribe, or they could just get babes. So
I mean, both teams have pretty deep benches as well, so it's not going to be. Well, yeah, it's not really going to be won by removals, I don't think. And smart models don't really have enough money to, like 30k. You'd want to keep that and not spend it on the second babe or a bribe or anything like that. Maybe a bribe? No, I don't know. It depends on how worried Aldar is.
I'm actually looking at the Chaos Dwarves winning this one.
It's going to be close. I think the Chaos Dwarves, because they've both got some stat freak ball carriers. They've both got a fairly good bashy lineup. The extra strength that Nurgle have over the Chorfs could make it hard. Even with, Aldar's only got 3 guard. It's not really enough to make a ruck good in their favor, is it?
Not really, no.
Yeah,
it'll be close. It'll be close.
Okay, I actually don't care what the result is. I just want at least 2 deaths of Claw on both teams. That's all I want. Okay, it's not too much to ask. Just a dead Chorf blocker or 2 and a dead Nurgle warrior or 2. Okay, just please do that, and I'll be happy. I get you've plumbed for the Chorfs, so I'm going to plumb for the Nurgle. I think the whole foul appearance getting a few, might mean a 6th less being hit. Yeah, Sandland agrees. So the 2 of us with Agi 3 armor 8 teams think death of a lot of Claw would be a good thing. Unsurprisingly, perhaps. No, I'm going to go for Nurgle just in the hope that foul appearance stops enough blocks from happening that the Nurgle managed to get a man up. And Gruff says Dead Nurgle sounds good, which suggests to me that Gruff might be playing Nurgle next. Is that right?
No. The Goblins do. Just in a future reference,
Yeah. Cool. Or soon. Or just more death is good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who's next?
We got the Dark Star second liners versus Ginny's Sugar Daddies.
Okay, so that's Lady Killjoy versus
This
Bobby.
one has been played.
This one has been played.
Yeah.
Yeah. And can you see what the TV was going into the game?
2000 TV for the Dark Star and 1590 for.
So Lady Killjoy gets a lot of inducements.
I think it mainly went to loners though. Well.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple loners.
Okay. I guess Bobby won it. would be my guess. Gruff says that he hopes Nurgle die because he's already played the Chorf, so he doesn't care about them. I'm going to plumb for Bobby just because of the two ridiculous stat freak players, Gloriana and Totally Irrelevant. I think those two could carry him to a win, or might have carried him to a win. I've not actually looked at the result. I honestly have no idea. But it's a Dark Elf off. They're both, and yeah, the Dark Star are definitely better. Better built, further along. They've got some sidestep and more blodge and that kind of thing. Ignoring what the actual result is, who do you think would win in the Dark Elf off?
I honestly would say Dark Elves. Yeah.
Helpful.
Yeah. Seriously though, the Dark Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the TV overdog, because inducements are not that good.
Yeah.
Go on then. Next game. How many more do we have?
We got the Voltrex Vanguard Ramset versus Shock and Gore Gruff.
Ramset versus Gruff, a UK BBL, staple. As far as actually no, this is a Nordic game, isn't it? I think both Ramset and Gruff are both in Norway or Sweden, or that kind of part of the world or something. Anyway, is this going to be another one where we say that Ramset's carried by his Rama's Canadian? What? It's kind of it's
American Toronto.
Oh really? I always kind of assumed he was maybe something about being northern and covered in snow all the time. I don't know, but I thought he was Nordic as well. Maybe he's playing Norse in UK BBL, and that's why I thought that. I'm not sure. No, I think he's playing High Elves there as well. Anyway, fine, whatever. Do you think Rama's going to get carried by his one turning and stat freaks against Gruff's slightly damaged team?
I think it might be a little bit too much for Gruff's team to handle. His stat freak elves might be a little bit too much for him to handle, but then again,
Gruff mentions not having any tackle, which is obviously an issue. Strength 4 wrestle is almost as good as tackle, if you can actually get close enough to the ball carrier to hit him.
Yeah, and Gruff gets, let's see,
a lot of inducements.
Yep.
340. Yeah.
So that could, depending on what he gets, that could turn the tide for him for a little bit.
Well, a wizard, if he's playing, if they're both playing score, and the wizard stops one of them, or actually, I mean, is this one of those games where the elves just score in one turn every chance they get the ball, so they don't get wizarded? Or is this another game where Setek comes out of the closet for some strip ball action because there's no sure hands?
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Yeah, Setek does have strip ball, doesn't he? I think so. I do know that what's his name, Ramtut the Third definitely has strip ball. He's 340. Anyway, so Setek, I think so. Setek's 110. Gruff basically has a full team and a bit of enough bank that he could then scum up to get a wizard as well. So Setek and a wizard is what I'd be considering if I was Gruff here.
Yeah, that would be a good choice.
And you might turn Gruff might turn Ramset over once or even twice. do a bit of damage to the players who don't have dodge. He's got five dodge instead of not. Gruff said he's only got 4, but still, there's a lot of players to hit who don't have any protection, including including a catcher with no skills. And if you actually got a free hit, a mighty blow hit onto the one turner, that would be pretty good too.
That'd be that'd be pretty awesome.
Make Rama regret choosing Juggernaut over Block.
But damn, that thing's just 219 SPP in total. That's just absurd. Doesn't even look like he's been touched at all.
No.
So fix that, Gruff. I believe there's a bounty on that guy too.
Yeah, that would be me. I definitely bounted him. Oh no, someone else bounted him. We talked about this last time, didn't we? He's been cast 10 times in 64 matches, which is
that's
poor. Although obviously if he's been one turning for quite some time, and if he was playing on a team that could afford to have a bench, that would explain him not getting touched. He doesn't come on the pitch until it's turn 8 or 16.
Until they require his services.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say a draw. I think it's gonna be a high scoring draw where they both score 2-2 or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking 2-2.
Gruff with his crazy ghouls.
Oh, yeah, it's ghouls that don't die.
Yeah, and Ramo with the ability to score any turn he gets the ball, and Gruff with also a wizard. I think could be a bit of a high scoring game. I don't think anyone will really want to be on offense. There's no advantage to holding the ball in this game, right?
No,
just more chance.
Not expected.
Yeah, more chance to lose it, basically.
All right. Our next match.
Yep.
This one's been played already.
Okay.
The Imperishable 4 versus Knights Say Nai.
The Knights Who Say Knee. Anyway.
Knee.
Yeah.
Nah, knee. Sorry.
It's Monty Python. And the Knights are going to get 210 inducement. And this, wait, you said this has been played?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, actually, this team. This is a time where the two players with Strength 4 and Dauntless. It's not such a bad combination against all the Strength 5 on the Khemri.
This is their chance to shine.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. Looking at Thurnalow's team still scares me a little bit. I still remember. Wait, was it him or was it another Khemri coach? I remember being pitch cleared last season by Khemri. It hurts. But will they win this game?
I think it would be a close match either way.
Yeah, it was. I guess from the fact that Thurnlaus just said he that yes, it was him that pitch cleared me. Oh yeah, I remember him saying last for the pre-cap when we talked about this before. Actually, I think Bretts do have a few useful tools against the Khemri here.
Yeah, but that's why I kind of think it's going to be closer.
Yeah. And they've also got they've got a bench. Both teams have got a bench. Thurnlau definitely likes both fouling and hitting with Mighty Blow, though, so I'd expect the Brett bench to rapidly disappear.
Who would win, skeletons or peasants?
I mean, Thick Skull keeps you on the pitch for longer, but Fend might get you free. Depends on how aggressive he is with his, getting into contact with them. He's only got 13 of them, so I think I'm going to call it for the Khemri. In my opinion. Are you going to carry on with your solidarity for the Brits?
I I I can't do that really because I have so much love for the Kemery at the same time Bretonian. So I'll stay neutral here and I'll say a draw.
Okay. I think this is a game where one team will. I literally don't think it'll be a draw. I think either someone will get away with the ball, and it'll be the Brets, or the Kemri pound the Brets into submission. So now says Kemri is love, Kemri is life. Was that the last game? Did you say, or was there one more?
There is one more. It's the game of the week.
Oh
Your
God.
game.
My game.
every week is every one of your games is the game of the week. So
just to make sure I lose it. Let's see how many. So I've got somewhere in the region of 400 inducement. I think. Oh no, I've got 3. What is that? That's 390, 270. Yeah, not as much as I would like. I've got to say, with no bench against Claw Chaos, Claw piling on Chaos. I'm not looking forward to this game at all. Let's put it that
way. I know. It's just looking kind of just.
I've got a couple of Mighty Blow. I might hit something. Oh, I might induce a bear. That'd be interesting.
Ooh, a bear would be nice. I like the bear, even though it's completely worthless every time I use.
Or
Gislip,
yeah. Or maybe actually no. So the sane option is really to get a bunch of extra loner linemen to get hit, isn't it? That's the correct thing to do. Gruff says he needs me to perm some of those Chaos players, so I assume that he's playing them next. I will try my very best. Especially, I'll be aiming for the dirty player, the movement up, and obviously the claw piling on one. I might actually get a bribe just so I can threaten the claw piling on. Oh, actually, the sure hands. I will be definitely hitting the sure hands with Wrestle at some point. And then maybe a bribe for foul. Do I still have a dirty player, or did he die? I think he died a while ago. Yeah, he died a while ago. Oh, I could get a loner lineman with dirty player. 140.
So, am I forced to say that you're gonna win?
It's gonna be hard. I obviously intend to win. I'm going to play to win. I'm going to hopefully get the ball and score more. I'm not sure if I'll have any players left afterwards, which might be the problem. I mean, I'm not going to stack up on bribes that much. I'm not going to spend any extra cash on it, and I'm actually only 270. You said, right? That is enough for me to get. No, it's not. Shit. It's 10 short of getting a dirty player loner and a wizard, which I might go for that. Wizard for the actually winning the game. Yeah. Maths. He's got 13 players as well. Removals is not going to win me the game. Anyway, yeah. So, who do you think is going to win?
You have an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Like fully, you do. So it all depends on what you take, but I'm kind of leaning for chaos. How much that pains me to say that, but
I think this. Well, I'll actually have both catchers back, which I didn't have for the last game. So
that's true.
I'll have both a 2+ Garda into a cage, as well as a sure hands ball recovery. I think I'm going to win. I'm willing to say that I'm going to win as my prediction, but it depends on how. It might be a a bit of a loss in terms of player death. That's the fear, you know. But you
So I
know,
wonder if, like, later on the season, if we're going to see you predict against your team.
there are definitely teams where I expect to lose. Nurgle is an awful team for Kislev to play, and I think the Bretts look pretty good. I mean, a strength 4 ball carrier is going to be hard for me to say that I'm going to win against. And the Chorfs are probably just going to remove me completely as well. Excellent. Sandland says he hopes I get wrecked. Does that mean I'm playing next? Yeah, he's playing me the week after, so I have the joy of a strength 4 ball carrier the following week.
But you got Kermit back, though.
Yeah, I'll have a killer back. Hopefully get a few SPP from killing the peasants. Fend is not so useful against Juggernaut. Yeah. Cool. The aim is to kill Kermit so he never makes it to legend. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Graph. Maybe if you can just get M&G'd every game, he's got half as much chance of being actually removed. How does that work? No, that doesn't work at all, does it? 'Cause he still has to play the same number of games to get to legend anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. Look how close he is, though. What's that? 29 SPP away. Come on. Anyway, sorry. All right.
You score all the time with him, so you'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, basically, most of my games are so chaotic. I just score on whoever's furthest forward. So you know, I can't say that used to be a thing in tier 4 or whatever it was. Tier 8 when in my second season, I was scoring on I was scoring on every, I was scoring on the blitzers only to try and get them leveled up. In tier 2, it's not so much of an option. Yeah, okay. So everyone's putting their requests in for who's going to die on my team. Thanks. And on this, so that's it. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Almost under actually literally under an hour and a half. So keep getting a bit quicker. Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe. Oh no, sorry, that's a different thing, isn't it? For some reason, the words like and subscribe naturally come after thanks for watching, everyone. I don't know why. That's just like watching too many other streamers. I think is a problem.
Yeah.
But thanks for co-hosting, Lord Wu.
Yeah. No problem.
Enjoy your games.
Oh, my game's gonna go brutal. I got creamed last match. I only had like 1 POW in the first half.
And thanks for the follow, Fernlau, and thanks for the follow, Crystal Hunter. I can't believe the two of you were not following me before. How dare you leave it till this late? Till how many streams have I? Whatever. What the hell?
I guess I'll follow you. Yeah.
And Sandland, and what? Thank you for all the follows. Maybe I should say that. Like and what? Oh, okay, yeah. I've said it. Thank you for everyone. Basically half the division have just followed, which how dare you not have followed in after the pre-cap? Jeez. But yeah, I can't. Yeah, anyway, yes. Well, thanks for the show, and I think that's it. No one else who's watching, I think, can follow who isn't already following. So there's going to be no more dinging noises. Okay. Cheers, and I'll hopefully next recap might actually be after the roll, so we can actually show the following week a bit more visually, because I'm free next Thursday or Wednesday or whenever. But we'll work that one out. Okay, thanks.
All right.
And
yep.
Goodbye.
Subscribe and follow.